Sometimes, when you need a hand, you need a hand. This deer seems frozen in place. Luckily, he had a friend to help. Fences are tricky to navigate, even tougher when you're a deer. As much as he tried, without a hand, he probably wouldn't have made it across. After such a terrifying ordeal, I'd need to rest a bit too.
But by the time that I actually set my phone or give my phone to my son and get back over the fence, he's not looking too good. And I thought maybe he was just kind of mellow and he was going to kick at me at any point here. But I just decided, well, I'm just going to toss him over and let him run off. But then he didn't run off, and it kind of surprised me. So I went over to him, checked him out. He's breathing, but he's shivering. He's obviously exhausted and kind of in shock. So we just hung out here with him and really just kind of talked to him and cheered him on and just kind of loved on him here for a minute. And made sure that he knew that we weren't going to hurt him or anything like that. My son took an opportunity a couple times to pet the deer, and we thought that was pretty cool. A young kid his age that could have the opportunity to pet a live wild deer a couple times. And after a little bit here, the deer decided to get up, and he ran over there. And he actually started headed right to the swamp, which I kind of hung back here, but kept my eye on him. And he just moseyed. I know he's exhausted. I almost hoped he would just kind of fall down or lay down in those little trees. But he headed right into the swamp on a trail. And that really concerned me because I knew that he just didn't have the energy to even get through a swamp. And he got hung up there and just stood there. And so we went over, and I hoped that he had the energy to actually run away and get away. And I tried to prompt him out of here because I know he can't stay here for the night. And he actually jumps further into trouble. Gets bound up in the mud there. At that point, I know I'm not getting him from this side. I gotta walk around and go over the other side of this little slough area here. And I come in here. I grab a hold of him up in here and help him out. And what I did was, I don't have it, I edited it out, but I got him up here on the bank over underneath the tree. And
getting stuck in the mud like this could be life or death in the wild. If you didn't know what you were looking for, this little guy would be way too easy to overlook.
Get out of there and give him some space. And I came back a couple hours later, checked on him. He's still there, his head's up. I really wanted to make sure he wasn't dead. And we'll check on him again tomorrow. So like, share, and follow.
This dog knew he couldn't get the water himself and had a neat trick to ask for help. I mean, with his sweet little puppy face and the polite way he asks, who would ever say no? Imagine going along in your boat only to have a little baby deer come up and ask for help like that. He's lucky there wasn't any gators around. This little guy got a whole team to help him up the fence, all while his pal waits patiently. It's like two little kids running off after getting their ball on the roof. They're so happy. With no way to get out without a hand, this little guy probably would have been stuck there forever. Luckily, these guys were ready to rescue him. This deer decided to play dead at the wrong time, and it took a lot to get him to snap out of it. Luckily, this guy wouldn't leave him be. Getting stuck in the ice is terrifying, but imagine if you're an animal and don't understand what's going on. Luckily, one brave person was willing to risk their own safety to make sure this good boy got out okay. Even though these two stumbled a bit, they got out okay. Elephants are among the smartest in the animal kingdom, and they'll remember decades longer than any other animals. Now, I think she'll remember the people who saved her baby, don't you? That's all for today. Make sure you're subscribed with push notifications turned on. Till next time.